Jack has turned Meredith into a super vampire. She's horrified when she smells her husband's blood and her fangs come out, ready to eat. Hashtag Hunger Games. Yes, the first recommended hashtag of the book is the title of a much more popular book series.
Argo Funk Book Review, Argo Funk Book Review.
I was wrong in my previous review. Jack is not just a super vampire, he's actually the creator of the super vampires, as well as their leader. They're called synthetic vampires, since they're made with science, but I like my name for them better. Damon wants to avenge Stefan's death. He attacks Jack near the school's science lab, which is a terrible idea. Damon's been fighting the synthetic vampires for weeks now. He knows they can't be killed. So why is he starting a fight with one? Let alone starting a fight with the one synthetic vampire who has actual fighting experience. Jack stabs Damon and is about to finish him off with a flamethrower when it's hashtag Elena to the rescue. Unlike last book, Elena has full control over her guardian powers. She picks Jack up with her mind and throws him against a wall. Jack runs away while she's distracted helping Damon. The guardian angels give Elena the task of killing a vampire named Siobhan. Elena argues that stopping Jack and his super vampire army should be the biggest priority, but the angel guardians dismiss the threat because they're not real vampires. What? They can't be killed by sunlight or stakes or decapitation. Why doesn't that make them a much bigger threat? Meredith struggles against her vampire urges for a week before she gives in and attacks a random stranger. Damon sees this and he helps her. At Damon's request, Meredith becomes hashtag Meredith the Spy. She joins Jack's army, pretending that she's on his side. She gains his trust by helping him hunt and kill some real vampires. He puts her in charge of training new recruits. Damon manages to capture one of the super vampires. Our heroes keep him locked up in a dorm room basement. The dorm rooms at the college are like prisons, I guess. They try to kill the super vampire using all sorts of murder techniques, but nothing works. Again, the sidekicks prove to be more useful than the main characters. Alaric discovers Jack is really named Henrik Goich. Jasmine discovers Jack used a real vampire when starting his experiments. Bonnie does a blood locator spell to find this vampire. It's Siobhan. Jack promotes Meredith to his second-in-command, and he confesses the super vampires have a hashtag Achilles heel. They can be killed if you hit them at the base of the skull. Meredith can't wait to betray Jack, and all the smart readers know this can't possibly work, since there are still 150 pages left in the book. Sure enough, it's revealed Jack lied to Meredith as a test of her loyalty. He stabs her in front of her friends, and they are shocked to learn she's a super vampire. Hashtag the truth comes out. Jack must secretly be a big fan of drama, because he leaves at this point, instead of, killing his enemies. Elena and Damon struggle with their feelings for each other. She wants to be with Damon, but she worries that's betraying Stefan. Hashtag blurred lines. It annoys me that she had no problem cheating on Stefan while he was alive, but now that he's dead, she can't possibly think of it. Damon is hurt and he pushes Elena away because she won't fully give her heart to him. Hashtag all or nothing. Meredith and Alaric have a sweet scene as he promises that they'll work together to get through this. When he married her, he meant it when he said he'd love her until death do us part. Alaric, she's a vampire? She's dead. Death totally parted you two. In the weakest story of the book, Bonnie has romance drama as Xander starts avoiding her. She wonders if he's going to break up with her. When she finally confronts him, he says the werewolf pack is being forced to move out of state. Then he asks her to marry him. Hashtag the proposal. Bonnie loves Xander, but she's too busy trying to stop Jack right now. She can't plan a wedding. So she breaks up with Xander. I know, it sounds like I'm joking, but I'm not. Bonnie breaks up with Xander because she's kind of busy this week. Does she not know most weddings are planned months in advance? Bonnie mopes over her breakup with Xander until Mrs. Flowers convinces her that true love is worth fighting for. Bonnie goes back to Xander and agrees to marry him once Jack is dead. So the solution to her problem is to delay the wedding a week. I don't know why that was such a big problem. Anyway, hashtag love conquers all. Matt comes home with groceries and hashtag save Jasmine. Ooh, that's a problem with the hashtags I haven't mentioned yet. Since they stand out from the regular text, you can accidentally spoil what happens in a scene by reading the hashtags first. Well, Jack kidnaps Jasmine. Matt tries to save Jasmine by breaking into Jack's hideout. When he fails, he offers himself in Jasmine's place. Hashtag captive. Damon and Elena search for Siobhan together. They alternate between nice moments and we can't be together drama. He feels drawn to her and marvels at her beauty when she pulls his aura into hers. Their auras make out for a bit, which somehow strengthens her guardian powers, so now she knows exactly where Siobhan is. They confront Siobhan, who admits Jack used her blood to create his super vampires. She has a special poison which kills super vampires. She refuses to give them the poison unless they bring her along. Hashtag deal with the devil. After a long, awkward car ride, they arrive at Jack's hideout. Siobhan betrays our heroes. The poison was fake all along. Elena kills Siobhan and saves Matt, but they're no closer to stopping Jack. Damon and Elena go to Jack's corporate headquarters in Zurich. You know, I wonder what Jack's international business does. I know the business is just a cover for making super vampires, but they have to release some kind of product in order to make money. What is it? Vampire anti-aging cream? Elena goes inside when she meets Jack's assistant. She suddenly gets a new guardian power for defeating Siobhan. Guess what? Her new power is mind control! Super useful! And what good timing, too! Elena gets Jack's notes on how to make super vampires, as well as the secret poison that kills them. She steps outside where Jack's about to kill Damon. Elena uses her guardian powers to pull Jack away, but of course she loses control of her powers at the last second, so there can be a big fight. Damon kills Jack with the poison. Hashtag mission accomplished. As Jack dies, he confesses he's actually a good guy who went astray when vampires refused to help his dying fiancée. His plan was to use the super vampires to rid the world of monsters forever, making it a safe place for everyone. Too bad he went about it in a super evil way. Imagine if Jack had teamed up with the vampire hunters, instead of kidnapping innocent people and forcing them to join his army. We get an extended happy ending where Bonnie marries Xander, hashtag wedding bells. Stefan's ghost visits Elena, and he gives her permission to date Damon. All he wants is for her to be happy. Damon and Elena kiss, and it's true love, hashtag Delena forever. A few weeks later, the Guardian Angel appears. The Guardian Angels have decided Damon's a murderer, because Jack wasn't a real vampire, so they're gonna kill Elena as punishment. Hashtag disaster strikes. The end. Hashtag post-book follow-up. This is a Meredith-heavy book, and I'm glad she had the most interesting story. I don't know why she had to keep her vampire status a secret from all of her friends, but her working as a conflicted spy was good. I'm glad Elena has her guardian powers in this book. I have no idea why she didn't have them in the previous book. It's so much better when the superpowered main character uses superpowers instead of going to the movies during a big fight. I thought the Bonnie-Xander breakup was dumb. I liked the Damon and Elena romance, but not the parts where they worried they can't date because of Stefan. Everyone knows Damon and Elena are going to be a couple. They've done this several times already. Pretending they won't be a couple is just being silly. Also silly is the technicality that super vampires aren't real vampires. Yes, the book did appropriate foreshadowing on that front, setting up the big cliffhanger ending, but I still don't follow that logic. There's also the fact that Elena is totally immune to supernatural attacks, so if super vampires aren't real vampires, they can actually hurt Elena. That's a possibility, which goes totally ignored. Overall, I liked it better than the previous book. I thought the romance was the weakest part, but the vampire fighting and spy drama worked well. So far, this trilogy has been pretty hashtag good. Sadly, the last book will not be good. I give Vampire Diaries number 12, Unspoken, a hashtag 8 out of 10.